Well, good morning, everyone. I'm gonna go ham on that bitch, and yeah, it's mostly gonna be jabbing because it's all that's all I really do it for. Um, cause my left shoulder's damaged, so I may go little ham or completely ham. I just don't know until it happens. Oh, it really wears out your shoulder. Like them hooks. Seriously. That thing is like almost full of water. There's almost like 200 something pounds of water in there. And I go, I don't think you're going to be conscious. Especially if I like went like that up a little. Like your jaw's going up into your head. But just a jab. That's why I practice jabs every week. Because winding up, throwing a punch, that shit gets caught on camera. But if you're just like standing there and you're just like, no one sees shit. The burn. Oh, my right arm is on fire. Not my whole arm, but just my shoulder. Ah. Ah. I don't care who the fuck you are. If your face gets hit by that force, enough said. Shoulder, like, workout just by itself. It's like pure folic acid, like, immediately. Because you're all tense. Because you don't want the bag to go anywhere. And you want to hit it directly in the same spot at the same time, so that it goes with the way the sway is of the bag. So you're just like, and shit gets really fucking hard. Your arms get heavy. I gotta wipe my face and get something to drink. I do apologize about my last 3 videos. Going through quite a bit, and I needed to hit the bag without, you know, any audiences. So I didn't care how I looked. I could just be a fool. Just a fool. And yeah, so this is the first time in, I don't know, like a month or 3 weeks that I've started in a good mood. It's probably because of all the shit talking I've been doing in the last few videos. And I think I got everything off my chest, and then some, by fully repeating everything I've said already, which is like 90% of what I said. Just said during, like, you know, other routines, which people only give a shit or watch the glamour muscle videos. But if you don't know what glamour muscles are, or if you do and you don't know why that's a joke, you need to watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like this, but really you're like, when you jab someone, like a backhand almost. It's like a when you hit someone in the head. It's like because you want to hook them right in the jaw. So you're just like there's like an E right here on it, and then you kind of just want to like because that's like the jaw. So it's like. And hit like that. Unless you're like the fucking Crimson Chin. Shit. You know? You know. You know? I like that I'm almost ambidextrous when it comes to boxing. Pretty close. I have to think about it still. Until I don't have to think about it, then I'll be fully. Like, not until like probably I started doing this that I actually got used to lowering the shoulder before I follow through. Before it was just like, actually that hurt my shoulder. Alright, we're good. Maybe this is the culprit and not the video game. No, it's a fucking video game. That tragic night. It was horrible. Should have been there. Those, the really fucking wear your arm out. Oh, that punch out power, seriously. I don't know how anyone does like any type of boxing ever if they're not gonna fucking destroy the other person. Like go in there and fucking Mr. T or Mike Tyson them. Just fucking kill him. I'll kill him. Fighters that go more than like 2 or 3 rounds don't belong in fighting. And fighters that last more than 1 round shouldn't be champions. Or allow the opponent to last more than one round is what I'm getting at. That's what Mike Tyson did. He just go in there, fuck him up in a couple seconds. He didn't even need stamina. And it's funny because he had more stamina than anyone, because he was little and light. And then it's funny, if you watch his knockouts like consecutively, like one after another, he literally, his neck and shoulders just goes to like fucking huge. It's like, oh my god. So if you want to be a good boxer, fuck anything I'm teaching you. Literally just stand next to the boxing bag and do this. Or someone's leg, like we used to do in football practice, and make that neck strong. Get one of them plate not plates, the pads. That's like a weight belt almost, but it's supposed to go around your head, and then you lift it up, and then you do it from the sides, like the Night at the Roxbury. On the right side, on the Night at the Roxbury side, and then the other side, which would be your right side. And then yeah, that's how you make it so that someone hits you and your head doesn't fucking go anywhere. You're just like, boom, all right, boom, and that's where all your power and everything comes from. It comes from your neck and shoulders. Everyone says it comes from your legs. Nah, see, not when you can knock someone out with a jab. You don't need any fucking foot planting for that shit. You just need pure upper body strength. Fucking stupid people that teach sports. That's why hockey's the only legitimate sport. Still, like, and even then, it's like becoming like an issue because Canada's a fucking joke now. Because UK's a fucking joke now. The civilized world is no longer civilized. It's a third world country, like California and Chicago. Which sucks because I grew up worshiping Chicago, Illinois, because I knew it by heart, because, you know, Cook County is where I want to say his it's well, I just had the biggest brain fart in the world. Yeah, Cook County, and then it was Dan Aykroyd, Elwood, and the most amazing comedian of our time ever, like fucking ever, is what the fuck just happened to my brain? It's like, see, not training, entertaining. You shouldn't be worrying about this shit. Just worry about punching the fucking bag. John Belushi, goddammit. Jake and Elwood Blues was their last name. Jake and Elwood Blues. The Blues Brothers. Well, I care about the fella you've been dancing with all over the neighborhood. And why didn't they ask you, baby? Or didn't you think I could? And I know about the... Oh, my God. Side to side. I can't do John Belushi justice. He's the only comedian ever that created a comedian act that ended up being more successful as a music act, which was the Blues Brothers. They were the only act that were able to go off and make their own movie that was a musical, and I didn't know that until I was an adult and saw the classification in IMDb, and it broke my heart. This is like my second favorite movie, or third or first even, but it's a musical, so it's not even in my top 3 now. That allows Night at the Roxbury to be in my top 3 with Christine. Yeah, so if you're watching and I look like I'm fatigued because I'm doing this, and I'm like, oh, afterwards, I'm not fatigued. It's just my left arm or right arm is fucking dead. So, yeah, still have that knockout power, that, that Detroit smash! I need water. There's movies like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Pirate Radio, that are not only pop culture masterpieces, they're also musical masterpieces, which has a lot to do with pop culture because, music is part of every era. Well, until this era. In the era before. Since the 2000s, there hasn't been an era of music. So actually just 2 eras. It's 2.5. Why am I looking at dumbbells? So yeah, I've figured it out while I was resting for a minute that, oh shit. Like 3 favorite movies, like movies, you're stuck on a desert island type thing, it would probably be like Christine, in this order, A Night at the Roxbury, and then The Terminator, or The Predator, or Terminator 2. And then for musical would be the Blues Brothers. So the movie for everyone would be the Blues Brothers. But if I had to only pick 3 movies, period, it would probably be, in order, The Blues Brothers, Christine, and Night at the Roxbury. Those 3 films. And then I'd say Terminator 2 after that, when it comes to effect it had on me in life. And maybe Rocky 2 and 3. And Rambo 1. First Blood, I mean. Rambo First Blood. But yeah. That's difficult because there's so many fucking great movies, but you gotta think of like Test of Time movies. Also, like, if there's even one part of the film that is cringeworthy or annoying at all, it's like, nope, that can't be the one, because you're stuck with just that film and 2 others for the rest of your fucking life. So that can't be your decision. And like, so Ace Ventura would automatically be up there, like top 3 easy. But, you know, Ace Ventura had its moments that were either controversial, that are controversial now. So if you were on the island with anyone else and you had to share the videos, you couldn't watch it because it's not PC at all. But it's fucking hilarious. So yeah, actually, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective would probably be, or it's just Ace Ventura is the first one. Or no, yeah, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective is the first one, and then The Wild Calls, or When the Wild Calls, or something like that is the sequel. They're both masterpieces. Like, literally, like fucking masterpieces, and they're so fucking silly and stupid, but it's like the best kind. It's like Super Troopers or Austin Powers, and Austin Powers is like because it's like too fucking sexual innuendo. So more like Wayne's World. Swing! I just say that. I remember that was like the inspiration for one of my first nicknames, and then I told my like Major League Baseball coach that was my real nickname, and then he called me by it by a long time, and I had to stop him and say, look, okay, it's not actually my nickname. I was just fucking with you because you told us to tell you our nicknames, and the whole point of nicknames is you make up your own for each person, and then they identify you by your voice and how you identify them. Like, I've had so many people that I've like haven't seen in a while, so I call them by their actual name and they won't even like turn around. And then I call them by their nickname, and then they know who I am and turn around. So it's like, you know, that's how you address someone. It's the same. It's how it works with animals, and people are literally on the level of animals today. There's like a third of the population that literally are animals. I mean, there's a song by Necro called 86 Measures a Game. And I think if you're a lady, you should listen to it. Not if you're a lady, just if you're a female, you should listen to it. Or if you're a guy that enjoys like a really, really, really fucking awesome rap song. Just awesome. And don't forget, I don't listen to garbage, sellout bullshit. I listen to masterpieces or I don't listen. I watch masterpieces or I don't watch. That's how it works with me. I whole ass everything in my life. Which, you know what, another thing that pissed me off about My Hero, they're like, you know, blah, 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 120%. It's like, what the fuck? No wonder why you had literally, like, you know, I'm just gonna, like, I want to make a couple World War II references, but it's like no fucking wonder. Oh yeah, I saw Stranger Things had like 5 episodes streamable. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Like, season 4 sucked so fucking bad. And it's on Netflix, and Netflix has a horrific track record. Like, everyone was just like, cancel your Netflix subscription. And there was no reason to keep it. So that's why I think they probably even rushed out Stranger Things to get their fucking market value back up. Because I see it going back up every day in the stocks. Since it dropped so bad that I feel... I don't feel bad because I have never thought of Netflix as something you should invest in. As a company worth investing in, because I've always thought Netflix was shit, because most of Netflix's streaming life on consoles and stuff like that, where you could, you know, see like 500 or whatever movies or options, it would be like 400 B-list films or shows, and then 100 A-list things that you've seen 100 fucking times when you were younger. That's why they have it, because it costs nothing for them to fucking have it, because, like, they don't have to pay that much, because it's like the movies are A-list movies, but they're like 30 years old or 40 years old. And, of course, if you're a movie buff, you've already seen it like 30, 40 times. So if you're like me, you study every scene. Oh yeah, today, some stupid motherfucker I saw who did it like, I think it was like I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago or something like that, did a fucking full review on Funny Games, the rarest film in America. Not because of like it being like super twisted, but it is a horror thriller. But that stupid piece of shit, like fucking every negative thing I could say about a human being, and he's a foreign fuck. So he stands up to every fucking disgusting stereotype that race of foreign fucks have or are. Like stereotypes are a real fucking thing for a fucking reason, and he fucking fits the bill. And he talked about the whole film and dissected the whole fucking thing. And I only clicked on it just to get a feel for how he like, I'm like, okay, maybe this guy's just one of those geniuses, because you know, some people are really good at breaking down scenes, like I am, who watches them obsessively over and over and over again, and looks at how each actor reacts in each scene by rewatching the scene enough times where you know how each person looks when a situation happens. when you have that attention to detail where each actor knows to make a face or have a reaction or something that actually adds to the plot, when it's almost like a 5 second thing, and you're able to have that all happen, and it's not just them, like half of them days and then like the two main characters like seem like they're interested, like that's when something becomes, like something you have to do or want for money, or something that you're passionate about, something that's actually fucking a piece of artwork. So when you have that much attention to detail in films, I watch that shit over and over and over again, because I'd love to be a director. I mean, I'm already a writer, but I don't want to be a writer. I want to be like a director or an actor. That's why I'm lifting weights and shit, so I can be hot enough to be on camera. But yeah, attention to detail, so much shit. Is what is like my bread and butter and things. And so many things now is just like phoned in, and it's awful. Marvel had an amazing attention to detail at one point. That's why I was like awesome, and I like invested in Disney. I didn't realize that on the other side of Disney, they were coming out with the most woke, horrific, like soul crushing, like pieces of shit. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Funny Games is one of the best thrillers. It's actually, oh yeah, that would be up there as like a decision of what I would pick. Just to bring, like, if I was stuck with any movie, because that is a psychological fucking masterpiece, and no one knows about it. And then this motherfucker goes and brings it up because, like, you can only find it streamed on, like, Russian and, like, foreigner websites. Like, I'm not gonna say the name, but it starts with an M. Those types of websites, they steal and stream everything. So that's how that motherfucker came across. And then gave a fucking woke ass fucking pussy boy little bitch fucking like oh, so like, and he titled it when the bad guys know that they're in the film or some shit like that. And I was like, but that's Michael Pitt, and that's literally him in Funny Games. Why am I seeing anything about this on YouTube? No one knows about Funny Games. That's why I show it to people any chance I get. Because it's a fucking work of art, and it is like a total mind fuck. And he gave, like, literally, like, this person probably loves The Acolyte. It explains everything without me getting angry and full of rage, explaining just how terrible of an individual this is. He probably worshipped The Acolyte. If anything, he was probably in the crew or invested or petitioned for it or something. Like, that's how awful this human being is. And I tried to leave the most insulting fucking comment. I'm just like, seriously, fuck you for speaking of this film. This is a masterpiece, and you just literally reviewed it. Who the fuck are you? Seriously, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Seriously, that disgusting foreign fuck. I don't care about if you're foreign or not. I care about if you're a certain type of foreign. You're a fucking fundamentalist communist. That's what I called him in my first comment. But I was so fucking furious that he actually made a film, like an actual like 50-minute like dissection that had 2.9 million fucking views. That means that there are 2.9 million people at the least in this world that have been taught the exact opposite of every bit and piece of that film. Every single scene that was dissected by that stupid fool was incorrect. Like, I watched just enough to know that he had the worst fucking take on it. It's like he was like in some fucking college course that he hated, and his assignment was to go and review like Shakespeare, and he doesn't know how to read, like as example. That's what that was. So he literally read the back of the cover, and yeah, because there's no way he really watched that fucking movie, because then he wouldn't have done a review. He's too stupid. He literally fast forwarded it like a fucking porno and then took all the bits and pieces without knowing the fucking plot. Like, and it's originally a fucking French film. Like, that's why it's so fucking hard to find the American one, because it's a remake and it was like too fucked up for American audiences to be really big, even though the three main actors are all A-listers today. Like, oh my god, why am I taking off my gloves? But seriously, I was so, like, I don't give a shit about what anyone else does on YouTube. Like, you be you. Like, YouTube is for everyone. But if you're gonna go and take a fucking masterpiece and then put your name on it, like, I am only gonna go and look that shit up again one more time just to try to have it removed from the internet again, because it is literally like, one of the reports that you can get is if a title is misleading. It's 100% fucking misleading, because he gave the exact opposite review of the entire fucking movie. So he took a stance on the movie and then went with it without actually knowing the film at all. And then with that mindset, judged the ending. So he's like an MSNBC watcher where he only knows half of what's true and 20 of it's actually right. What is it? I was trying to go with that saying. It's like, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Which is not original. It was remade by CCR, but originally, who did that song first? Grapevine. Gloria Gaynor. She did I Will Survive. I will survive. Yeah. I love that song so much. I bought her 2-disc album, her remastered greatest hits because of that song. Which I fell in love with that song because the movie The Replacements. And if you haven't seen that movie, go fucking watch it, because that movie was probably the second best film Keanu Reeves ever did. And besides being Neo. And only one, because fuck the rest of them. That movie is a one-off. doing this when I go to just use this arm. I can hear you, I can feel you, love those things, love those things, love those things, we got no real lonely, lonely like you. My shoulders are dead. Ugh. Definitely still tell them my right throws a lot heavier of a haymaker and a fucking jab than my left. I don't like that. Why do people think that they can go like any type of distance with me? Like ever. Like fucking ever. I have so much fucking knockout power in my fucking jabs that I could literally end any fight, no matter how fucking big you are, in seconds. And everyone's like, size matters. Size does not fucking... Size doesn't matter in the way people think size matters by majority. It's like that fucking fundamentalist mental issue. Like, it's all about the dog and the fight and the dog. Well, you put the fight in the dog, that dog's gonna win unless the dog that has the fight in it is the dog in the fight. So if it is aggressive and bigger, it's gonna fucking win. No matter what. No matter fucking what. If you're more aggressive and you're bigger, you're gonna fucking win. Period. That's why that Mike Tyson fight was a fucking shame, and he ruined his entire fucking legacy. It doesn't even matter that the moment that piece of shit white boy went and fucking started claiming that he beat up Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson was like, yeah, you paid me for it. Like, it doesn't make it any better, Mike. That means money kicked your ass. A long time ago, a woman kicked his ass. Why do you think he lost against Evander Holyfield? I mean, Evander Holyfield outclassed him in every way, shape, or form. In every way, shape, or form, he was the worst boxer. I mean, I'd fuck up Evander Holyfield right now. I would not fuck with Mike Tyson. Even if Mike Tyson didn't get back in shape. If he was just like he was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I still wouldn't fuck with the man. Just because, like, I idolize him enough, like, too much to have enough hatred to want to throw fists at him. And you would have to want that man dead to actually win a fight against him. Because literally gang members wanted him dead, and he laid them the fuck out. So, I mean, was it Buster Keaton? That who it was, I think? Who was part of the Bloods? Or the Crips or something? I think he was part of the Bloods. Yeah, Buster Keaton. And, yeah, he tried to attack Mike right outside a nightclub, and Mike just fucking, like, 1-2 punched him and laid him the fuck out, and he had just like a fucking, just like huge ass knot on his head. Body shots, the body. Alright, set your times, ladies and gents. See if you can last this long against this barrage. Sorry, I only have a little area to hit the bag. Alright, I'm only stopping because I want to keep standing. Damn it. It's almost an hour. I'm going to do one more set, but I don't want it to be longer than an hour. So this is Bodybuilding by Holobic. And I'll see you next time.